Yep. Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And joining us in the studio is Dick Vicky from Habitat for Humanity. How are you today?
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you back here today. And so Habitat for Humanity, hopefully everybody knows what it is, but let's give a quick overview of Habitat for Humanity and also right here in the Mount Washington Valley.
All right, well, we'll start historically. The whole thing started back in the 1976 era when an individual by the name of Millard Fuller started it down in Georgia, in Americus, Georgia. And it grew from there. Became very popular. He took the whole concept to Africa after he conceived the idea of taking donated money, building a house, volunteer labor, minimum cost on materials, and then selling the house, and then from the mortgage, starting another house.
Yeah.
And it escalates from there. He proved the concept, it was a good business model, and the whole business started in 1976. Up here in the valley, there were three individuals, Bob Morrow, Al Reich, and Ted Pettengale, adopted the idea and started Habitat for Humanity here in the valley in 1994. Started rather modestly with just a refurbishment of a house in Bartlett. Mm-hmm. And then they built a house over in Freiburg, 11 houses in Robert Morrow Drive. Fairly recently, a couple of years ago, 4 units on North Road in Conway, another house in Madison on Grissom Road, and we're currently building a house down in Tamworth in the Secocas Pines area.
It's so great to see these houses and for the community to get together and build the houses. You've been involved with how many of them now?
Well, let's see. I came in where they were building the units on North Road, and then saw the one go up in Grissom Road in Madison.
Yeah.
And now the one down in the Secocas Pines, which we're really excited about because this is the first house where we really have gone green. The family that's moving in has embraced the whole concept of solar, radiant floor heating, LED lighting, and the next house, we also have another lot in Tamworth,
yeah.
And the next house will probably also go that route once we site it and see if it's can face the sun, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. What a great way to start off with any house, but with the radiant floor and the solar. Since you're building the house, do it now. The savings, as you said before, a little bit more expensive to start, but once you start.
They're going to save money. They're going to save
yeah.
money on electricity and heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the mortgage may be a little bit higher, but they're going to save the money on the utility costs.
Yeah, that's great. That's so much fun. And so you're building that house right now, but you said you're looking for applicants for future houses.
Yes, we have another lot, as I mentioned, down in the Secocas Pines area, but we don't have a family for it yet. And so we're going on a media blitz right now, telling people in the area that they can apply. There's 3 basic requirements. 1, you have to have a need. Are you living in kind of substandard living conditions now? Do you have 3 children, for instance, that have only 1 bedroom? Does the roof leak? Is there mold? Is there lead paint? That sort of thing.
Right.
2, you have to have the ability to pay the mortgage. But it is a low-cost mortgage because when you think about it, the labor is free. It's all volunteer labor. And then we have suppliers that give us reduced costs on the building materials. And the third requirement is a willingness to partner with Habitat and put in at least 300 hours of sweat equity at helping build your own house.
Right.
And then, of course, there are some salary or income restrictions. A family of 4, for instance, the income requirement is somewhere between $25K and $42.8K.
Yeah.
And that's based upon HUD requirements and what the median income is in the area.
Yeah. And so a lot of people, I think, a misconception is that it's free housing for the person, but it's not.
It's not.
They have to pay the mortgage. They have to put in the sweat equity, and I mean, it's becoming their house.
That's right. The motto for Habitat is it's it's a hand up, not a handout.
Right.
And you can go down to our work site on every Thursday in Secaucus Pines and Tamworth, and you'll see about 20 volunteers down there, all wearing T-shirts like this, and the family themselves are there, swinging the hammers and carrying the materials and helping build their own house.
That's great. Well, I was looking on the website earlier, and it has pictures of the house and a great picture of the radiant floor going in, the piping going in, which is such a great idea anyway, radiant flooring, just because the heat comes up. It makes sense. Heat rises.
Exactly right. And the family is excited about it because they embrace the whole concept of going green and the energy that is associated with the energy savings that's associated with it. But all this effort is not without expense.
Right.
And of course, we enjoy what comes from the mortgages to help build the next house, but we're also relying upon grants and funding, and that's what we're also looking for. This summer we have 3 yard sales. Attitash, Bear Peak Lodge, management is very generous in giving us a space there to store and display the furniture that we collect throughout the valley on weekends. And the next yard sale is coming up on the 30th of July. It's a Saturday from 8:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we make some pretty good money off it.
Well, and it's such a great, as you say, great setup because you've got plenty of room to display everything. It's like I've been to them, and so it's like going to, a furniture store. It's not like you have everything piled in a storage unit and I think there's a chair back there that I kind of like. Everything is laid out. The prices are great. I mean, they're reasonable for the buyer. They're reasonable for you guys to make some money. And you find some things that maybe you didn't think you needed. For furniture-wise, and you go, this is a reasonable price.
It is, and it's quality furniture. I mean, a lot of it comes...
It's not stuff that's you pick up off the side of the road and say, hey, we're going to sell for Habitat.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It is quality furniture. A lot of it comes from estate sales, or people are moving and they don't know what to do with it, so let's donate it to Habitat, and they get a tax break.
Right. Now, the other thing, too, is that you pick up the furniture. Is that correct?
We do on Saturdays during the summertime or the good weather. We don't do it in the winter. However, we did come up with the concept for winter yard sales where we do it online. Somebody wants to sell something, they take a picture of it, they send it to us, we advertise it online, and then we coordinate and effect the connection between the seller and the buyer, and then we derive the money from it.
Which is another great way to do it. And the thing is, like you say, since you pick it up, it makes it because a lot of people are like, well, I have a Subaru, I can't put a dresser in a Subaru, but you guys come pick it up, bring it to Attitash, and I love the idea of the online because that saves that extra time.
The other concept we're looking at right now, other affiliates, as you call the local organizations, they're called affiliates in Habitat. We're looking at cars for homes and being able to have somebody donate their car. They don't know what to do with it, and rather than try to trade it in or something of this nature, they'll donate their car to Habitat, and then it goes to auction, and the profits that come from that come to Habitat.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so we're exploring that concept and that idea. A lot of other units do it, a lot of other affiliates.
Oh, that's terrific. So if somebody has some furniture that they want, I mean, you're not talking about silverware and stuff like that. You're looking for pieces of furniture, couches like this,
and appliances, stoves, refrigerators, building materials,
doors,
kitchen cabinets, that sort of thing, recliners, sofas, desks, bookcases.
So how would they get in touch with you guys?
It's very simple. You pick up the phone and you call 356-3832, or 3632 rather, or go onto our website, mwv-habitat.org, and you take it from there. I mean, the prompts are there. You tell us you have furniture. Our office is staffed on Wednesdays. You can leave a message on the phone, and we'll get back to you and make arrangements to come pick the furniture up.
That's terrific. That's terrific. So that's coming up on July 30th from, you said 9 to 3.
It's from 8:30 until 3.
8:30 to 3.
It's a Bear Peak Lodge up at Attitash.
Yeah. So, like I said, such an easy way, easy in and easy out, plus also very easy to get to take a look at all the stuff that's there. And then you're going to have another one in September?
We'll have another one in September. I don't know what the date is right now. It'll be in the Labor Day time frame.
Yeah. So that's great. So there's so much going on with Habitat for Humanity. So you're looking for applicants.
We're looking
for
for
your next
applicants.
house.
Habitat has kind of put out a dictum. Countrywide preference will be given to veterans. And again, it's based upon need, ability to pay, and a willingness to partner with Habitat.
Yeah.
And you can go to our website and you can see what the further qualifications are. The affiliate has a family selection committee that does the evaluation. We meet with the people. We visit where they live. We run the numbers. And if you don't get a house this time, you can still apply the next time.
Great.
You're not eliminated.
Yeah.
We had a family that went into North Road, and they missed out the first time. They weren't selected the first time, but they stuck with it, and the following year, they got a house.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
It's terrific. And if somebody wants to volunteer and help with the housing and the building,
They can
do
show
that
up.
too?
They can show up down at the construction site. We start at about 8:30 in the morning, and you don't have to be experienced. We've got retired doctors and dentists and electricians and plumbers, would-be carpenters. Anybody who wants to come down, we have the volunteers who can help them and talk them through the process and let them enjoy themselves and help.
That sounds great. Well, Dick, thanks so much for coming by today.
Well, thank you.
And so we'll check out the yard sale on the 30th, and we'll go from there.
Thank you very much,
All right.
Rob.
Thanks so much. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.